So the Jane Doe, she is now living with the therapist and her son, and she tries killing the son in front of the therapist. The main character is able to save both mother and child. And, we already know that the Jane Doe was the second survivor, the unknown survivor. And her situation was she came from a rural village that believed women shouldn't really exist, that they should only be obedient housewives, even as mere children. The moment they turned 14, they should be married off to an older man. And that's what her village wanted to do to her. That's what her relatives wanted to do to her. Like, her parents already abandoned her for her brothers and took them to a big city to raise them. And so she was left in this disgusting backwater village. And this is when the serial killer, who was a traveling doctor, came across her village. And because he was the first person to show her affection and attention, she ran away with him. But she had to stay hidden. That's why no one knew he had a wife and child, because she had to stay hidden because she was a child. And he would be arrested for pedophilia. And when she found out he had a whole, kidnapping, killing women thing, she would help him kidnap women. And when, the first doctor got kidnapped, her attitude to her husband made a 180 because she was displeased because her husband was falling in love with his newest victim. And his tune to her changed. And so she got rid of him. She killed him and made it look like a suicide. And because no one knew who she was, she ran away and got away until she came to, this town and came across the forensic doctor. Everything came down a bleeding hole. She was already raising her son as a killer and raising her son to be her husband because, the first time her son fell in love with another woman, she killed that girl in front of him and taught him her husband's ways. And so when, she came across the forensic doctor, she tried putting all the blame on the forensic doctor. She wanted to get rid of this woman. She wanted the woman's identity to be revealed. Like, she had a whole hatred for this woman. And, she almost dies after revealing everything to the main character, and the main character's like, you shouldn't hate the forensic doctor, you should hate your husband because he's the actual monster. And pointed out that she's a victim, the biggest victim of the situation. And they're squibbling and she falls. It's about to fall down to her death. And the main character's holding on to her, but he's also wanting to let go. Like, he basically lets go. Either she commits suicide or he lets go and kills her. And she realizes at that moment they're squibbling around. And he's trying to hold her on to. She realizes he's just like her. Like, they're both monsters. Yeah, just like how, the rich girl figured out the main character was a monster just like her. She did too, and she died with a peaceful smile on her face, knowing that someone out there was just like her. Okay, I don't like the therapist character, okay? I dislike her, and it's not because she's a woman or because she's the main character's ex. It's nothing like that. It's how she acts as a therapist, or at least the main character's therapist. She's either acting like his girlfriend or acting shitty towards him. Like, it's either one of those two. Before she found out the truth, she was his girlfriend. And after she found out the truth, she was shitty to him. I don't fucking like it. She should have her therapist license revoked because she's not acting like a therapist. She's acting like a two-faced bitch. That is what she's acting like. And what makes me hate her is she wrote a report. Yeah, she wrote a report, not sent it to the main character's mentor like she was supposed to. No, she sent it to her ex-father-in-law. And it was a report stating the main character was temperamental, had a violent urges, and should be sent to the traffic department. Yes. She wrote that. And then she's like, don't be upset with me. I'm just doing my job to the main character. Every time she sees the main character, she's like, don't be upset with me. Don't be angry. Don't, act with revenge towards me. While the main character's trying to be her friend. Like, she's such a two-faced bitch. I want to slap her so fucking much. I also dislike her because she kissed the main character without the main character's permission. Right in front of Melody, even though she knows something's going on between them. But no, she's like, I'm gonna kiss him. Mwah! And so the Melody got jealous, ran off to his boxing ring, got stabbed, went back to the main character's apartment where the main character, found him, had to take care of his man, went to the stabber, and the stabber lured him to, the drug lord, and the drug lord now has the main character, all because this bitch doesn't know to keep her hands to herself. I know I can't blame her for, being caught by the drug lord, but I can blame her for kissing a man that was not her man. After she's been treating him like shit. She kisses another man's man because she doesn't know how to keep her hands to herself. And yes, like I said, the main character is now in the hands of the drug lord, and I'm absolutely terrified about that. Like, that's where book 2 ends, is the main character's in the hands of the drug lord. And I'm like, no! Like, we already know the therapist's ex was a piece of shit because of how he treated her. Like, when they were married, he physically assaulted her and cheated on her, and now he's trying to get back with her, win her back. Even though he's still kind of having affairs, he's trying to, cancel all his affairs while he's trying to chase her back. But one of the affairs he's having, and is supposed to be one of his, business partners, is Miss T, the person working with the, drug lord. And he was trying to get intel for her, spy for her, go through his father's case files. And he got caught by his father, and he ran away with his tail between his legs. And she was displeased by that, and she's like, bug your dad's home. And he's like, I can't do that. My dad sniffed me out going through his case files. He will sniff me out putting bugs in his house. And she's like, do it. And how she gets him to do is by blackmailing him, by having videotape of him in a bed with a dead body. And I think that dead body was his secretary's because she later shows up dead. But yeah, now he is caught. Like, he is blackmailed and he has to do what she wants. Yeah, this is fucked up. Also, I already kind of theorized it, but either Apostle, the person that led to the main character's father's death, is either the, therapist's ex-father-in-law, or it could possibly, and the male lead already had those ideas, it could possibly be the main character's mentor. One of those two men are the cause of his father's death. And I'm like, fuck.